So I had an ammonia spike on a weekend where I was gone for 3 days. You know, I should have cleaned the tank before I left. I'm an amateur. We lost Barry, my favorite little fish. We also lost 2 others. You can see, it's hard to tell right now because the lighting, but he's got some pale spots and his gills are a little bit red. So the ones that died got even paler than that. And yeah, they just kind of passed away one by one. Pretty awful to get back and have that happen. So note to self, I gotta feed them less so there's not as much stuff in the rocks, and clean up more often, you know, clean the tank, replace the water. I'm never gonna make that mistake again. I feel so terrible for capturing these fish and then, you know, getting a few of them killed. So there's 6 originals left, 6 of the 9 fish. And yeah, it's disappointing. So I went to where their brothers and sisters live, these guys. Actually, they're doing well. I mean, their water's been changed twice in the last couple of days, and they're doing really well. They're eating really well. I'll be curious to see if their skin gets better. That would be interesting. Anyway, I went to where the brothers and sisters live, and I found some new ones. I mean, there's thousands of them still. There's just so many, and I thought, well, these guys got to be related, right? So I got 5 new ones. They were really easy to get. I just scooped them up, including this. Wait, where is it? This little guy, who's different than the rest. That one's skinnier, but it has an extraordinary large mouth, which leads me to believe that I may have got a bunch of sunfish and this new largemouth bass hatchling. I could be wrong. You know, my original gangsters, I've assumed they were largemouth bass this whole time. There's that guy right there. I mean, his mouth looks pretty big, but it's nothing compared to this little stripey one right here. I mean, that guy, he opened his mouth once to eat a piece of food and his mouth was just so big compared to the rest, and he looks so different. Then I looked online and at the Google images, and I saw a largemouth bass that looked the same. So I may have a bunch of freaking sunfish and one largemouth bass, which is pretty hilarious. I really want this guy to survive because I really do want to raise a largemouth bass. I think it would be just the coolest thing ever. So I think I may have one. These guys may be bass. They may be sunfish. The new ones are beautiful, absolutely colorful. Oh, there's the big one right there. That one's so cool. Yeah, my buddy knows a lot more about fish than I do says it's a sunfish, so he's probably right. As much as I thought I was raising a bunch of largemouth bass, I may have just been raising sunfish. So anyway, yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what this guy is. What this guy turns out to be. This little stripey guy.